Hey fellas, how's it going? Day 13 in this summer's challenge in the book of Proverbs. And today we're going to be looking at chapter 13. And verse 1 in all of these chapters seems to be, for me, the diving board. I can dive off of the very first verse and continue to learn from the rest of what each chapter has for me. And the first verse reads, "A wise son heeds his father's instructions." And the operative word for me, the key word for me being instruction. And that for me means advice. And who doesn't want good advice? I do. I hope you do. Good advice is often doled out, especially from me to my boy. I'm always trying to give him good advice about what's going on, and I want my son to have a better life than me, to live, to have more money, to just be happier, to be more successful. And that's just a father's nature. A father who loves his son will always want him to have a better life than him. So good advice, good sound advice is what I try to send to him always. And God wants us to have to listen to his good advice. And this book is just loaded with good advice. And it takes me to the second part of this verse. It says, "But a mocker does not respond to rebukes." And in reading some of this stuff, this material, and just to go a little bit farther, I was reading that in the Old Testament, that a rebellious son was taken to the edge of the city and stoned to death. Can you imagine? Can you imagine us being able to do that today? Having a son who's rebellious and just taking him to the edge of the city and just stoning him to death? Man, you know what? I think there was a lot more boys, a lot more sons back in them days who were more in line than there are today. That's pretty drastic, but that's the way it was in those days. And for our boys and even for us as men, if we are rebellious, things aren't going to go well for us. It says the rod is going to come down on us, and there's just no future or hope in that. And so I'm going to, dole out as much good advice as I can to my boy, and I'm going to tell him about this Old Testament experience, and he's gonna freak out when he hears it. It kind of caught me off guard. But anyways, let's continue to read. Let's continue to explore and to understand all of these wise, good advice that Proverbs has for us. So we'll catch you guys later.